This is such a fun role. I was really curious about your history with the Addams family. I feel like it's been relevant for so many decades and generations. Did you grow up watching the show?
Yeah, yeah. When it was on Nickelodeon, or I think Nick at Night, and I would watch it then, and I feel like it was on that and other things. But yeah, it was just a new tone that kind of dark. I mean, if you look at it with just the elements of it, it shouldn't work as a comedy, and it really does, and it was like a new voice. It was a new kind of move that then you saw other people do, you know.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's exciting, just from a personal standpoint since you did watch it. But joining a franchise that has been iconic, it dates back to like 38, but iconic since the 60s. How exciting is it to just be a part of this franchise?
That's really exciting. And I mean, I was the perfect age for the Barry Sonnenfeld movies in the 90s. So I really remember watching those and loving those. And then watching this version and liking it. And so I was really excited when they asked me to be a part of the second one. I was and to play kind of a mad scientist, it's fun.
And you were in Sausage Party as well. Did it make for just a natural fit to reunite with the directors here?
Oh, Conrad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, and it was very specific, and it was a pretty specific kind of part, So there wasn't a lot of. Sometimes you do these things, and it's like, well, what is it, And you're trying to like figure out what it is, or who the person is. So this one, I didn't. It was really clear just from seeing drawings of it and reading the script.
Playing the mad scientist archetype so fun. What was the process of really finding the voice for Cyrus?
I was really Conrad, the director, was just talking me through it. And I mean, you just say mad scientist and you look at the drawing, and I just did a voice and I'm like, yeah, that guy. So it was pretty easy. The hardest thing was I did it during the pandemic. So I was underneath a comforter in my bedroom holding holding the comforter up, and I had a microphone and I had a script on my phone, and I was just like this recording it.
Yeah,
So
that's
it was
certainly a
pretty wild.
unique recording session. Probably
Yeah,
never
yeah, it
had
was
one like
very
that.
strange. Yeah. Pretty.
And
And
the and
now
the
I
mo-
guess that's the way I'm only gonna do it. I'm like, oh, I don't have to leave my bedroom. This is great.
I really like just how Cyrus is very manipulative, and he can be charming if he wants to, like how he interacts with Wednesday is very interesting. Can you talk about that side of the character and just how he tries to win over Wednesday here?
Well, it's pretty disturbing what he's doing, He's basically trying to tell her that her family isn't her family. But that was a kind of fun part of the character, is that how duplicity is, but it's within that Twilight, the Addams Family type of tone, that kind of. So it's still fun and it's very arch, and it was nice to be able to play, in when it's live action, it's kind of hard to get away with like a really arch character, and it was fun to do that in this one.
Yeah, and you've done so much voiceover work over the years, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. So you did some great voiceover work in GTA 4, South Park. What lessons have you really learned over time of just to better yourself when doing voiceover work and the minutia that comes with that?
Well, it's really exhausting. That's what no one tell it. I get really tired, because you're yelling for a couple of hours, 4 hours of just sheer screaming. Because you have to project, and you'll do a scene and they'll say that was great, but the character you're talking to is on the other side of the room, and you go, oh, okay, so um yeah, no, it's kind of trying to keep your energy, you know and don't drink coffee, because I would drink coffee a lot, and it dries out your vocal cord. So I yeah, tea and
Yeah,
honey.
so how have you adjusted to doing these long days over time? Do you have like a specific like prep method that you do going into it?
No, I think it's just like drinking water and avoiding stuff that'll make my voice raspy. But I'm not very. I make the same mistake over and over again. And it isn't until, a sound engineer is like, the coffee kind of makes your voice scratchy. And I go, really? Oh. And this is after doing this for like 10 years. So I'm not that perceptive. so once I switched to Teen Honey, I'm like, oh, now I get it.
And this film just has such a stacked cast. How exciting is it, being with Snoop Dogg and Charlize Theron, all these others in the same film?
It's amazing. I can't wait to maybe I'll meet them one day. Because you never meet each other. So yeah, one of these days I'll get to meet these guys.
There's so many good scenes in the film. Were any of them particularly fun to really for the recording session? Did any stick out?
Well, there's one I don't want to ruin because it's the end of the movie, but I have to do a lot of different noises, and that was a lot of fun, and we did that one a lot. But just getting to play the kind of arch scientist guy was it's just fun. So again, it's a thing you don't really get a chance to play in live action.